Belgium will still defeat Italy even without Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard. Because don't forget, you have the brother Thorgan Hazard. You have Romelu Lukaku. You got Yannick Carrasco. You have Bashwai on the bench. You got Denier. You got Thibaut Courtois back there. You have Dries Mertens, especially Dries Mertens. I think the Napoli man is going to make a difference for Belgium. As we see the record against Italy, July the 2nd is the day that Belgium meet Italy, first and foremost. July the 2nd is 7-2, which is interesting that that's July the 2nd because the last time Belgium defeated Italy in the Euros was a European Championship qualifier. It was a second leg of a playoff in May of the year 7-2. So Belgium can defeat Italy again on 7-2 for the first time since the year 72, which Belgium have 2 draws and 2 losses against Italy and 1 victory. If they were to win, they would have 2 wins and 2 losses against Italy, which is interesting because in Gematria it is Italy, that's Gematria 22. That's the Italy in English. And now the reason why Belgium defeat Italy for the 5th time has everything to do with the numerology of July the 2nd. So the month is all by itself. The day is all by itself. It's 1 digit. And then 2021 adds up to 5. And in turn, that is 14. You know what I'm looking at on this 14 5-day in numerology? Since 14 reduces down to 5, it would be Belgium's 5th victory against Italy on that day. Now, it happens to be Romelu that has, or rather Lukaku, that has gematria of 14. Santos lost his 14th game as a Belgium manager against Lukaku, even though Lukaku didn't score against Portugal. Lukaku's going to score against Italy, leading goal scorer in Serie A. He's going to show Italy again why he's a great goal scorer in Italian Serie A up against the Italian national side. Bonucci is something to be reckoned with at the back, I'm afraid, for Dries Mertens and company. But Federico Chiesa is number 14. Federico Chiesa is coming off of the goal in extra time to defeat Austria, so that's another why 14-5 is significant. It would also be Belgium's 5th win of the Euros in regulation because they're 3-0 in the group and they defeated Portugal in regulation. Italy, they're only going for win number 4 because of the fact that they technically drew against Austria in regulation, so that counts as a draw technically in the rule book, even though they did win the tie, the knockout in extra time. We still count win-loss records in regulation time. And Belgium are due to defeat Italy in the quarterfinals to make it to the semifinal. Romelu Lukaku, number 9, is going to make it to the semifinals 9 days before the Euro final. Lukaku just ended a 9-year Scudetto streak for Juventus. July the 2nd adds up to 9. And that is Romelu Lukaku's number. And this is the time duration to the Euro final from the time that Lukaku defeats Italy. So this is going to definitely... Last game was all about the brothers. Aiden getting hurt, and his brother scores a pivotal goal in the win. Like his brothers, I can't really say the brother picked him up because the brother scored the goal first, and Aiden got hurt. But next match, definitely Romelu Lukaku. This is his time. Italy remains at 14 wins against Belgium, and Leonardo is the captain of Juventus, of the Italian national team, I believe. Bonucci did get the win at Wembley. I can see that. Bonucci is Dimaggio 67-31. Wembley is Dimaggio 31. Italy is Gematria of 30 of 67, the same Gematria as Bonucci. Now Italy could very easily be 3-1 to fail to make it at Wembley too, because of the draw against Austria. Technically, they could be 3-1 because the numerology and the numerology of the game is matters more than the gematria of well, I think there's another reference I need to make. Where Belgium are going to get the victory. Um, you know, this 25th goal conceded could be over at Munich in Italian, which is Monaco. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne in a few plays. I doubt he'd be ready to start, but who knows? Let's see what happens in the next 48 hours for Martinez to win his 48th match. Defeated Belgium in 2000. They drew in the group phase. That's when Belgium made the final. This is what I was talking about. But very solid narrative for Romelu Lukaku to go in and get the payback. You know, and Lukaku won the Scudetto and Ronaldo didn't. So that riddle was good for Belgium and Lukaku to defeat Ronaldo in Portugal for another round of 16 loss for Ronaldo in 2021. Let's see if Lukaku's the top goal scorer in the league, and what if he shows exactly why. And his comments acerbi about thinking Lukaku is harder to stop than Ronaldo was very uh, interesting. That Ronaldo is easier to stop. I think it was. I'll have that link over there. He thinks Ronaldo's the easier player to mark than Lukaku. They're very interesting. Because I think it'd be problems against Bonucci. Potentially, of course. And no Carimi, potentially.